What is up, guys? Tony with Geek Ninja Games, and today we are due for another EX5 deck profile, even though we got BT15 coming around the corner. But EX5 decks are still pretty strong, and of course BT15 coming out, there's going to be more of that too. But we got some MetalEtemon for you guys. Deck is poop, for sure. Definitely tier 2 for sure. People calling it tier 1 deck is a little, I mean, I get it. I mean, this card could say that this card does a lot, has a lot of text on it, and does a lot of things, and it's what makes this deck pretty competitive now. Me personally, I don't think it's tier 1, but I can get why some people think that. Before we talk about the rest of this deck profile and maybe talk about why it could be that way, be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you like these videos. Going forward, we do upload some Digimon locals as well. In the process of doing that as well, we got about like 2 or 3 videos for that. And the shop is also online, guys. I forgot to say that in a couple of videos long by back. So something will come up over here with a link, and the link will be in the description below. Monday through Friday, come and check out our store. If you put an order in, most likely I, myself, or my fiance would be loading that thing up, or packing up your orders day 1 or day 2, and it's shipped out with tracking. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the deck. So, Pagu is the best egg for this deck. On deletion, field top card of your deck, add 1 black Digimon card. Otherwise, add it to the bottom. Chumons here and Etmons here are only yellows, and of course, Tamers and options you can't add. So, there is what that is. New Chumon here from EX05. Card is actually kind of cracked, by the way. On play, if it's your opponent's turn, reveal top 3 cards of your deck, and you may play 1 Digimon with Sukamon on the field without the cost, trash the rest. So you're wondering, oh, it's just a level 4s, whatever it is, what it is. We don't know what Targetmon is. Targetmon is a Suka as well. But we have these King Sukas here. Some decks are playing 2. I like 3. 4. I play 4 if I really want to, but I think 3 is enough. You're looking for this guy. A free level 5 to play out. On play effect to give one of your opponent's Digimon poop stats. As long as they have 16 or more cards in the trash, which is definitely like, the mid to the late game. Or if you just have 3 Suka in your trash. Very easy to trigger off. Early game wise, not going to happen. Mid game, it will happen. Late game, it's definitely happening. You're definitely making shit. Also has 1 attacking for each other Digimon and Sukamon in name. Digimon gains +1 security. So you can have an army of Sukas, or you can have no Sukas, and somehow we got Suka's Curse here as well, hit out of security with the help of our MetalEtemons. Your opponent's got 2 poop on the field, so you can go ahead and just swing a bunch of checks. Has also the all turns inheritable when this Digimon would be deleted. Delete 1 other Digimon with Sukamon and prevent other deletion. Pretty good. But you're wondering, that's only on not inheritable, right? No, we got it on this Platinum right here. We got on this Sukamon right here, and we got on this Chumon right here. So it's 10 cards that we have protection for. So very, very good. Also with Suka's Curse here, we can go into King Suka, into another King Suka if we really want to. So just keep that in mind. You can do that because with Suka's Curse, one of your non-white Digimon can Digimon to a Sukamon and name without paying the cost and ignoring its Digivolution requirements. You literally can go from level 3 to a level 5. Cool. Or you can go King Suka, play this for 3, and go to another King Suka, and you made 2 poop. Has a great security effect, but we'll get to that later. Back to this Chumon, has an on-deletion effect, and the next one going into has the same exact thing. If the Digimon has Sukamon or Etmon in name, you can play 1 Chumon from your trash suspended. So this is where you're going to play this on your opponent's turn if, it gets deleted by swing, they raid into you, or just natural game mechanic deletion and whatnots. This Chumon right here, also both of these Chumons, these 8, all Evo for 1. So just keep that in mind if you're on the play, you're Digivolving with these guys. You are spending 1 memory, so you are choking your opponent at 1. Your turn with this Digimon would Digivolve to a card with Sukamon in name, reduce the evolution cost by 1. Luckily for our Sukamons right here, it's all Evo cost of 2. Except for this one, target is a Digi-Evolution cost of 3. So this would be reduced to 2. The rest to 1. Same inheritable as the other Chumons. We're not really going to talk about that. On to this Chumon right here. We have on play by trashing 1 card Suka or Etmon in name. You may return 1 Suka in your name from the trash to your hand. So early on, these kings could be, just wasting security. Go ahead and buy back these back. Now, you're probably thinking, you could probably play with 2 if we're already playing with 2 of these. You can do that, but you know what? I want to see my King Sukas. That's just me. For you, it's a different story if you want to do that. It has an on-deletion effect that this had King Suka or Etmon in name. You may play one Chumon from your trash to spend it without the cost, so that you can do that. Oh, I actually lied. We only have these 8 Sukamons to have this inheritable on top of the 3 we have here. So I don't know why I did say this, but yeah, this Chumon is basically the rest of these Chumons. I apologize. Moving on. Last of our Chumons right here are the BT14 ones. Has an on play. This is a must, by the way. There is no may. Add the top card of your security stack to your hand. Then you may play one card with Sukamon in its name from your hand, top of your security stack. So we can add these 3 Sukamons as security effect to play it back out. We can add those. We can add any of the other Sukas. We can add these if you want to. Or we can add these in our hand because this also has a security effect. Until the end of your opponent's turn, change one of your opponent's Digimon into a white Digimon having 3000 DP and Sukamon in name. So, very nice. But they're swinging with like a level 4 or whatever, and they think that, they're playing against this deck like, oh, it's going to be fine. It's not going to die. It's all low DP. They hit this, boom. They turn into a white Suka, and that level 4 can't Digivolve unless they're playing a white Digimon deck. So, stops them in the tracks, and then you can go ahead and push out with any Digimon right here and just swing and kill it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's the power of Suka's Curse. So that's all we have 2 there. Just make me bump them to 3. I had 3 before in the deck. I bumped them down to 2. It may go back up to 3. Who knows how I'm feeling. But right now, we're playing with 2 Suka's Curse. So that's it for the level 3s. On to level 4s. Platinum Sukamon. Best thing that came out of BT13. On deletion, Digivolve 1. Very, very powerful. Must play as a 4 of. I made a mistake in running this as a 2 of. And my godly, I wish I had more of these. So we're playing, excuse me, we're back playing at a 4 of, and also has all turns when this Digimon will be deleted. By deleting with all the Digimon with Sukamon in name, prevent that deletion. There you go. So you have King Suka on top of that, and bam, you have that protection all turns. Very, very nice. Do keep in mind with the all turns effect, now we have Levimon right now, or Leviamon, or however you want to say them. If this is your only Digimon to target it twice, you are not going to be. You can only do it 1 time, and then it will die. So just keep that in mind when you're in your King Suka or Etmon, vice versa. Up next, we got the Sukamon here for BT11. On deletion, field top 3 cards in your deck. You may add 1 Chu, Suka, or Etmon in name, trash the rest. So it's a searcher on deletion. It's very, very nice. Because, most times you're going to have this on top of one of these Chumons right here. To get that search, trash the rest, and then you can play a Chumon back out and just go right back into it again. Same alternates on deletion. This had by deleting one of the Digimon and Sukamon and then prevent that deletion. And those 8 are going to have it on top of the already King Sukas here. So the last of our Sukamons right here are the security ones. If it comes out of the battle, they do the battle, whatever. Not that it's going to kill anything. It's only got 1000 DP. But we're here to manipulate the deck by shoving this in there and having a free level 4 come out and then, climb into level 5s and 6s. Does have an on deletion effect of when your opponent's Digimon gets negative 3000. Speaking of, this Chumon does the exact same thing. So I forgot about that. So you can have this Chumon Digivolve into this Suka, and then you go into any level 5s. You can give something negative 6000. Just keep that in mind. Last but not least, we have a Targetmon right here who also is an Etmon and or Suka in name. So it does count in the trash for either one of these names for our deck. It has a blocker naturally. On deletion, by trashing 1 card with Etmon or Suka in its name, you may return this card to your hand. Very, very nice. Do keep in mind, if this has inheritables, on deletion, whatever, you return this back in your hand, you're not going to get these inheritables on your Chumons, so just keep that in mind if you're using that effect. So if you want to use the effect to bring Chumons back out, you kind of just have to let this go. If you do buy this back by trashing 1 card in your hand, you're not getting any inheritables in your Chumons, so just keep that in mind. Has an inheritable here when this Digimon will be deleted by deleting one of the Digimon with Sukamon. There you go. Also forgot. So we have 8 Digimon right here, level 4s to keep our King Sukas alive on top of itself. So we have 13 cards that have that effect. On to level 5s, we have Etmon right here. The new Etmon on play when Digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn. When your opponent's Digimon gets negative 3k and start a main phase, it attacks. Very, very nifty because you know why? If we have this sit on the field and we already have a Metal Etmon out there, we can go ahead and trigger this, pop into security, have them force attack with this, and we can just have it get switched over to this guy. Boom, their day's ruined. Has a really nifty inheritable effect right here. Opponent's turn. When your opponent's Digimon attacks, it is a May effect, so if you're a little low on your deck, you don't have to trash 3 cards. So, if you want to, you're going to reveal 3 cards in your deck, and you're going to play 1 Digimon with a play cost 3 or less from among them, trash the rest. More often than not, you're going to miss with this. This is just to get the ball rolling for your King Sukas in the late game, and this guy's inheritable. This guy's speed and security too in the late game. Because security effect with this, if as long as you have 3 or more cards with Sukamon in their names in your trash, you may play 1 level 6 Digimon with Etmon in its name from your hand without the cost. That's when this guy comes in. Very, very strong. We'll get to this guy in a minute. On deletion effect, place this card at the bottom of your security. So if you can naturally just Digivolve in this early, right? And just get him into security if you don't think it's in there. So immediately you can go ahead and swing with this. You're going to, let all your triggers go off, which they will, and then just recover this guy into the bottom of your security. Then your opponent knows at some point in the late game, they are going to hit this card and going to have to deal with this guy. We already got done talking to King Suka. This guy's on play. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's play cost 3 or lower Digimon or Tamer. For each card with Entmon or Sukamon in its name, add 1 to the maximum play cost this effect can choose. Very, very easy to delete level 6s, let me tell you that. So most level 6s are 12 and 13. If you have a fistful of cards of Sukamons, whatever, we have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We almost have 20 cards, right? If you have like half that number in there, you're going to delete a level 6. Worst case, there's no Digimon delete. But guess what? You can pop a Tamer. It's cool. Only 1 Digimon or Tamer, though. It's not like you can just go bam, 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 bam. If that card can do that, then holy crap. But no, it cannot do that. But it has a really, really powerful opponent's effect turn, though. So your opponent's Digimon attacks by placing 1 card with Entmon or Sukamon in its name from your hand on top of your security stack. You may have this attack target switch to you or the stack. You or the stack. You is the player. You can have it. You can have it swing into this. So if there's really like nothing you really putting in, so like you don't have these security Sukas or you don't have these Entmons, you're just throwing in another level 6 here or level 4s, whatever. But you can definitely match the DP or better if you're just a little bit stronger. Boom, have it just crash into this. It's fine. But more often than not, when you're using that ability, you're going to be wanting to throw these in on the top of your security. And it's up to you if you want to, swing at you, whatever. If you're doing it just for recovery, whatever, and you can go later on with this, that's completely fine too. Because your opponent's like, okay, I'll just kill the MetalEtemon here now. And now they just have to deal with the fact that this isn't security. And if you haven't done so already with this on deletion, there's another one in there. And I also forgot the inheritable on this guy too. On deletion, place 1 Entmon from your trash in the bottom of your security. So guess what? You can pick this up again. You can have 3 of these in here. And you have a fistful of MetalEtemons right here you can just play for free. So moving on to the next one, on play when Digivolving. Fill the top 4 cards of your deck. You may play any number of Digimon cards with Chumon, Suka, or Entmon with a total cost of 7 from among them without the cost trash the rest. So you're going to reveal 4 cards. You can play two Digimon max. You're never going to play out 3 Digimon altogether. But it is also nice when you can just play 1 King Suka out of all that and just turn somebody to shit. Keep that in mind. Or you can just hard play this guy, get an on play here, give negative 3,000 something, and make him force attack next turn. Play out 2 Chumon, or Platinum Suka, or other Suka, or targets, or Targetmons. What name you? There's those. And then lastly, we have our KingNumemon right here, the boss man. All turns, when another Digimon with Entmon or Suka in its name is deleted, one of your opponent's Digimon gets a negative 3,000 and security attack -1 on the turn, which is not bad. You're trading off like your targets because they're both names right here, so you can automatically block with that and give someone negative 3,000. Potentially blowing up little rookies, whatever, or just a big stat, just give them a little neg boop. That's fine, but 1 negative security so they can't swing it no more, no problem. Then opponent's turn. All your Digimon, with Entmon or Sukamon in the names, gain blocker. And can't be returned to the hands or deck. Very powerful. This screams, like if you're going in Setcon, whatever, There's nothing they can do. They can't just go bye. They can't do nothing. Can't bounce. Can't do nothing. No Zudamon's gonna be screwing up your stack. I mean, they're gonna be able to trash a soar and whatever, but they ain't gonna bounce them. So there's that. So basically, all of our little shits right here have blocker. Blocker with Digivolve, awesome. Because you know what? You can go against Divas, block with this. If they screw up and they don't know what this card does, guess what? That's 4 memory you're gaining right there. Effectively stealing the turn. They're going to wondering what the hell just happened. Very, very powerful. So that is all for our Digimon. Onto our Tamers, which we're only running 2, and some of our options. So we got Tai here. It's not Izzy. A lot of people run Izzy because it can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, potentially gain the memory if it's all black, but we are running some white, solid Digimon cards, so could potentially whiff right there. But this also gains us 3 memory because it's a memory center. An attack target is switched. By suspending this Tamer, draw a card, and one of your Digimon gains plus 2,000 for the turn. Wow, you know what that screams? That screams this card right here. This card right here can just redirect, gain plus 2,000, automatically blowing up a level 6 Digimon that's already at our same DP, or if they're 13, whatever, now we're already 2,000 up on them, and we just delete them. Awesome. And we draw a card off that. And if we have 2 of these on the field, that's 2 cards and plus 4,000. Very, very strong. I think this card's better than TK. I mean, I was playing with not TK. I was playing with Izzy, right? Never thought of this card. Saw some of my friends playing this. It's like, what was I even thinking of? This card right here in my deck. If you don't believe this card, I think you're an idiot. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. This card is just insanely good for this deck for what it can do. Because it's not only this Entomon right here, this KingNumemon could give us all blockers. So heck, we can give a Sukamon plus 2,000 if we have 2 of these out here, right? We could plus 4,000. Or Sukamon right here is buffed. It's a 5K Digimon. You can never see Sukamon that strong. So that's it for our Tamers right there. We got the Suka's Curse right here. We already got done talking about this a little bit, but basically there's a bridge gap here for our Warp Digivolve for level 3 for our Chumons going straight to our King Suka's right here, or you could just Evo 3 and for whatever. But this is mainly for the King Sukas, of course, because other than that, you're already going up to a level 4 here anyway for 2 or 3 if it's Target Mon. But yeah. It's here for the throwing security with your MetalEtemon, the new one, and give somebody poop. That's what it's there for. We've got Prime Memboost. Good way to reveal 3 cards in your deck, play at a play cost 4 or less, and trash the rest. We have everybody up here. It's a lot of Digimon. A lot of level 3s, level 4s that this is going to hit. Sometimes you can just hit nothing. There is a slight possibility, but more often than not, you're playing something out, and also gains you 2 memory for delay, of course. You can run the trainings if you want to, but you're a trash deck. You gotta get cards in the trash, so that's what we're here playing this for. And then finally, the Cooties Kick. I had a friend saying the Cootie Kick sucks. I thought, you know what, you're probably right, but blockers exist. Sorry. Your opponent can have a bunch of blockers, and you need to swing for game. Otherwise, you lose next turn. You got this card in your hand. Guess what? Your Digimon's unblockable. It's going to target a Suka, it's a Numemon, Suka, Nanimon, or an Entmon. Guess what? Our deck is full of those things, right? It's full of King Sukas, Entmons, Platinum Sukas, whatever. 2 memory, not a big problem. Because also, if you have a Tamer on the field, this is a 1 cost. And you can use this early on if you want to. Like if you've been set to like 2, play this for 2, or if you play for 1, gain 3 memory because more often than not, our Sukas here are all at 1K. They're gonna go down. Target Mon you can trigger if you want to, but it is a 3K. It can survive. So if it's got 1K to its name or 2, it's most likely going down. So, but the big fact is, it's unblockable. Guess what your opponent can't do? There's nothing they can do. They're literally going to lose to a piece of shit. It's hilarious. Security effect on this card. Reveal top 3 cards of your deck. And you may play 1 black Digimon card with a play cost 3 or less and trash the rest. That's it. If it's in the security, that's what that does. It doesn't add to your hand. If this card is added to your hand, this will be a rare. Flat out. But it's not. But that is the MetalEtemon deck profile for you guys. If you guys want to, talk about other cards, Throw them in the comments below what you recommend. King Suka's Curse maybe being at up to a 3. If you people like this card so much, add as a 4 of. Completely fine. I think this deck is pretty much doable. Like I said, solid 1.5 tier list, of course. I would not put this on as far as 1.0 for the tier list. Depending on the meta shifts, though, it could get there. But I mean, this is probably as competitive as it's gonna get. Ratios can just can flop anywhere if you're not interested in this Chumon. Of course, you go ahead and just run for this, or this Chumon right here can be the floodgate. It's all up to you. But that Chumon's literally just gonna sit out there and do nothing. And a lot of times, a lot of people are just doing things anyway. You don't really care because all you care about is the trash. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.